Hello and welcome to another video. This is another check-in video. I think I'm going to be putting it out on the day of the release, and so as you'll see in this, there are some new features that are here in Dungeons of Eternity, and I am absolutely hyped to go over and explore everything that that has come into Dungeons of Eternity. But yeah, as you can see, there's a couple new things in the background here. I am up, I forgot what this is called, the comm station or something. And as you can see here, there's a new feature, by the way, this whole selfie cam thing. New stuff, really cool. It's a LIV integration. But yeah, so by the way, I'm trying to not get too into the weeds on this update until it actually releases. Right now I have early access as a community manager, but yeah, essentially holding myself back until everybody else gets access and I can go into the weeds a little bit more with either a developer or another community member and or myself. But yeah, that aside, I am going to go over a couple things in this video, this little check-in here. And so yeah, first things first, this LIV camera, as I was saying, super cool. So many awesome features in it. I'll just go ahead and kind of show them off. You first got the selfie, and by the way, I'm also going to do like a more tutorial like video for this camera at some point, so I'll go even more in depth at that point. But yeah, selfie cam, pretty cool stuff. You can do screenshots or take video like I'm doing right now. You've got the first person cam, which this is the camera right there, as you can see. I've got all these different options here. It's called the LIV tablet, even though it's basically a camera. But yeah, you can see all those cool things. You got a bunch of settings you can mess around with. I'll go into further depth at another time. Then you got third person here, which pretty freaking awesome. I wasn't really expecting this, but yeah, no, it works really well. By the way, I am on the Quest 3 right now. I know that basically one of the biggest things about this update is the PCVR launch. So I do have a PC. I will be playing Steam VR, Steam Dungeons of Eternity. But I figured I'd just make this quick check-in video before I go more in depth and I show off the visuals and all that stuff. So there might be like slightly enhanced visuals on this Quest 3 version, but on the Steam VR, the PC VR release, there's a ton of visual enhancements, as well as a ton of other cool things. But yeah, the main thing with that PCVR launch is the visual enhancements and just getting a whole another batch of players into Dungeons of Eternity to check it out if they don't have Quest headsets. So that is really exciting stuff. And yeah, me here in the Quest 3, again, I can't show off all those things, but most of the features, the content, basically everything aside from the visuals is in this Quest version. So that is still awesome as well. And there will be more cosmetics. I'm looking at myself now, and you can see that these are like old cosmetics that I have been using, but there are plenty new cosmetics to come, or I guess already in the game. But yeah, you'll eventually find them as you play and or purchase them depending on which cosmetics you're going for. But yeah, okay, so LIV tablet has been explained a little bit. You've got in the background again, I'm on the comms tower, so you've got like a little bit of a landscape over there, which is pretty awesome. Here, I'll show this flipped view. You can make it so that you can't even see your hands. You can kind of just like use this as just a camera, like it's kind of intended, I guess. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. And then over here, I'm gonna go into, let's say, first person view now, and I'll put my tablet away as it keeps recording, assuming this records properly, which pretty sure there's enough testing, and I think they did a really amazing job with this LIV tablet, along with basically everything else. But yeah, so this character promotion here, that is basically one of the biggest parts of the update. The Mythic, it's called the Mythic PCVR update, I think, if I remember correctly. But yeah, so this gets you a mythic weapon, as you can see right there. Once you promote, which at level 60 is when you can promote, costs $50,000, or not dollars, gold coins. And you get the Nova Guild armor unlocked. You roll over to level 1 while keeping all your gear, and so you're basically still a level 60 in strength and everything that you've had and built up. The only thing that's different is you've rolled over and now your level just displays as level 1. Even though I think it still displays like the combined total as well. I'm not exactly sure how all that works. Again, I haven't dove too deep into the weeds on this stuff. So these are kind of like first impressions here. But yeah, I'm not even going to promote my character yet. I'm going to wait for some other people to test out the new weapons, and because you only get the choice of 1 mythic weapon out of, I believe, 9, and I'm leaning towards getting the shield because I think it's like Captain America, and I'm kind of hyped for that, but there might be some other weapons. I think the generic sword mythic is probably going to be my second choice, but maybe the bow. I haven't really seen too much on the bow, or the crossbow. Probably not the crossbow, but the bow potentially. Probably not the spear, but who knows? I don't know. There's a lot of different choices, and I'm super excited to see basically all of them. Hopefully before I make my choice, and I can choose based off of those other people that have done their things. But I don't know, maybe I'll just explore something and go into the weeds on shield or a specific weapon, and then eventually I will get to level 60 again. I can promote again, and I can choose that next weapon that I want to do. So yeah, end game. This update is a lot about the end game and what you can do after you've hit level 60. So it is very exciting. There's that. Not much more to get into depth here. I think there's like a whole monologue. This is the, I guess, lady who contacts you. I'm so bad with lore, but this is like the lore speaker, and so the lady explains what happens once you promote, and it'll go into depth on that, so that's pretty cool. This is also, by the way, the Nova Guild armor that you unlock with the level, I guess the promotion. So that is really, really sick as well. And so yeah, you can be a free-to-play in this game. I mean, it costs money, but you can be a free-to-play once you get it, and still get this armor without paying extra. So that's really awesome stuff, and it's definitely one of the best armors in my opinion as well. So there's that. I'm gonna go down the stairs, and once we're down here, nice big old staircase. There's a couple other things. I mean, there's so much to catch up on, and I know this being the check-in video, you can check in on Dungeons of Eternity stuff and on my JJ life stuff. But yeah, I don't want to go too in the weeds on my life because there's so many new Dungeons of Eternity things. But I did have a new, well, I guess my first daughter. So that's a big change in my life, and I definitely don't have quite as much time to go into depth into video games, and that's a trade-off. I mean, I love my daughter and I love hanging out with her, but yeah, now I am not able to spend quite as much time in Dungeons of Eternity sharing things here, but I am still going to make a pretty big effort to get myself in here and test out all the new stuff and get myself to hopefully promote 9 times, which should take a while. That's the point of endgame. You can progress for a very long time without actually finishing. So yeah, that is exciting stuff, having a daughter. And I feel like there's some other stuff that's going on, but I don't know off the top of my head. It has been quite a while since the last check-in video, so I don't recall everything bit by bit. And again, no need to go into all of that. I'll continue with Dungeons of Eternity things here. So there's some new stuff over there. There's some new stuff to the left over there. I don't think over there or to the very far end past the table there's new stuff, but maybe I'm wrong. Again, I'll hopefully get a developer video out pretty soon. I think they're going to do a stream too. By the time this posts, there might have already been a stream, Q&A type stream, live stream with the devs. But yeah, it's also cool to see this guy in here. I don't even know exactly what he does, because I don't think there's like a spawning tablet thing down here. But yeah, as you can see, armor, merchant, this has all been basically shared with the community, that there's a dog too, and the dog, he's so freaking cute. His name's Nova. Does it show? Nova? Nova. can get a bone.
armor,
Let's
accessories,
see. Buy this
whatever
bone.
you
You
need.
get a treat.
I've got
Have
you
him come.
covered.
And yeah, the lady was talking to me. Oh, there he goes. Oh yeah, Nova. There you go. And yeah, so he's got his bone. See if I can take it out. Oh, he ate it. So I'll buy another one.
Even in battle.
I'm wasting my money on bones. It's $1,000 just for a bone. But you can make him fetch. I think he can catch pretty well too, if you just throw it to him. Yeah, there you go. Pretty sweet stuff. I think he's only available, or only hangs out in the outpost. I don't think he can come into the dungeons with you and fight yet. But if you want him to fight the skeleton over there, you can grab a bone, have him follow you, and then spawn some holographic skeletons. He'll attack the skeletons. Or she. I guess it's Nova's kind of a gender neutral name. I don't know whether that's a dude or a guy. Puppy. And I guess that's also a wolf, not a dog, but I'm sure people will call him dog and a wolf. But yeah, there's that. Avatar Cape. There's apparently DLCs now here. The Avatar Cape's been around for a bit. Helms of Glory, a little bit new. Well, actually, sorry, brand new. I can't even buy it in the stages I'm at right now, but I will definitely be getting that. And yeah, I mean, it's really cool that you can get costumes here. You can get ooh, a threadbare rag. I actually didn't even know that. That's pretty awesome. So yeah, you can get a cape now pretty easily as a free to play. It's just more of a rag than a cape, but it still flows. Got those little wiggle physics, so that's very cool.
Style takes time.
Style
No
takes
rush.
time. Yeah, no rush. Thank you. So you can go through, look at the style stuff. And oh yeah, you can buy power gems. That is freaking awesome, because people have just been wanting to buy power gems for the longest time. It's also cool. I can see my view in the tablet down there. I guess that's kind of cool. It would be cool if I could like have it hover in front of me or something, but maybe for the future. Power gems, yeah. So if you are a wizard type player and you love those staffs, now you can buy the gems if you don't have enough from the dungeons. But I mean, you also do have that storage bench in your, or I guess storage shelf in your player room that happened a few updates ago, or maybe it was last update. I'm losing track now. There's been so many updates. But yeah, so people probably won't need power gems too much, but it is nice to have the option there. And but buy
Don't
merchant.
forget to come back in one piece.
I hope I come back in one piece. Armorer, pretty cool stuff. He's pretty buff and little dwarf dude.
Good steel saves lives.
Maybe this is some sort of hint that eventually players will be able to become dwarfs too. That's just total speculation, but who knows? We got weapons that you can now buy. So that's been a big request because before it's just been pure random generation, or yeah, you just randomly get whatever weapon comes out of the chest that you open. Mimics were kind of different. If you get a tier 3 mimic, you can choose which out of the 3 weapons you get, but it's still kind of random. This is even less random. It's still sort of random in that you do have the items update every so and so amount of time. I actually don't know how much time it is, maybe a day, but I could be totally off there. And yeah,
Some
looks like you can get
explorers only use bows.
common, unique,
whatever
rare,
works.
and legendary. You might not be able, like I'm guessing before level 24 you won't be able to buy legendaries, but it is nice that new players will be able to come in here and just choose which thing that they want. If they want to be a magician, they might have to only do or I keep saying magician. There's definitely like a better word for magic user, but I just can't come. Wizard? Yes, wizard. Wizard, witch, whatever. But yeah, so if they want to main magic, then they can come down here and buy a magic weapon. Looks like I only have the healing staff available, which is kind of unfortunate for me, but I honestly have basically everything aside from the mythics, so it doesn't really matter to me. But again, this is just very cool if you're looking for a specific style of weapon, a specific type of weapon, or even specific stats on your weapon. Shows over there, and so you can just go over and look at that. And it's fairly reasonably priced. I don't really know the value of gold anymore, just because I've been collecting so much for so long and haven't really been buying anything. So yeah, I honestly can't really speculate or talk to how fair these prices might be. I guess I'm like, yeah, I'm rich. This must be how billionaires
I
feel
make
in real
new
life.
weapons all the
But-
time. Come back if nothing hits right.
Thank you so much, dwarf guy.
Come back
Does he have a name?
in one piece.
Yeah, I'll try to come back in one piece. Isn't that the same thing she said? Whatever. Cool voice chats, or voice acting. Cool stuff. Up here, we got a little thing. New lever, by the way. This has been hinted at. So it starts up, and then you got to pull it down. But instead of the lever being like a pole sticking out, it is now this shape type lever. So I think that just makes it easier for people to do because it's a little smaller. Instead of like cranking it down, it just kind of felt awkward before. Now you kind of just like push down like that. You can kind of flick your wrist down and it probably would do it. But yeah, so I open that thing, that opens this gate. I can go down here, which, you know, I'm gonna leave that. That's it's kind of like an Easter egg. So you can go down there to see the Easter egg, which no huge, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You can do that in your own time. I'll probably explore it at some point too. And one thing I also didn't mention is, you know what? I'll go into selfie mode to say this. So essentially, I think there's going to be tons of videos coming out about Dungeons of Eternity, and whether they're reviews or just gameplay or first impressions, like whatever they happen to be. Honestly, I don't even know what type of videos I'm exactly going to be doing, but tons of people, tons of different creators are going to be posting Dungeons of Eternity videos, and I just want to see how those go. I'm going to try to watch everything that I possibly can. Because we now have these LIV tablets, it's going to be even easier to create content, which is freaking awesome. I always complained about how clunky it was on Quest, how many bugs there were to record content. Now the barrier to entry is going to be a decent amount lower, which again, in my opinion, I think that's great. The more content, the better generally. And yeah, we'll have huge YouTubers making content. We'll have less huge, average size, closer to mine and small channels making content. Again, I'm going to try to see a ton of it. I'm going to, as community manager, I'm going to try to like go around and build hype and just kind of interact with everybody that I possibly can. And then at some point, whatever those people don't cover, I will try to cover myself, kind of like I did with the full Dungeons of Eternity review that I did a while back. I noticed that there were only a couple, well, basically all of the review videos were only scratching the surface of Dungeons of Eternity, and basically just first impressions, not really real reviews. So I went out, completed the game, in quotes, if I could do quotes. But yeah, I basically got to the end game, and I shared my opinions about what the game is like, and basically just made a full review that I don't think anyone else has really done. So I'm going to try to cover the spaces that other people are not covering, whether that's tutorials or more boring videos, or I don't know how you can get more boring than tutorials, but hey, maybe. But I'll try to cover those types of videos, not really trying to get the hugest following or anything, but mainly just getting the Dungeons of Eternity content so we've got it there out in the wild. And yeah, it's good stuff. I noticed there's a little bit of bugginess with LIV still, where like you can see that gate, yeah, it just, yeah, is weird. But yeah, it's also pretty hard to hold this LIV tablet out for so long when you're doing selfie mode. So I'm going to go back into first person mode here. Eventually I'll go into the third person mode, but for now we'll stick with that. And you can see you go straight from the merchant over here to the place over here. Basically the tutorial combat room, I think is what it's called. Combat, is that right? Say it. Combat training, yes. And then you, by the way, also get a little bit of lag when you go into using LIV recording. And so I'm in enhanced visuals on the Quest 3 and recording with like enhanced FOV and a couple other things. So I will get a decent amount of lag, and you should expect to as well if you do the same thing. But yeah, combat training, I don't think much has changed here. So I'm not going to go into depth here. I'm gonna run one dungeon just because, and I guess I'll like show off one thing, but that's, I guess this is kind of it. I'm sure I'll ramble on about random stuff in the dungeons, but that was mainly it for the new outpost things. Again, I don't think I went into a ton of depth. I am sure there is much more depth to come with the developers, with the community, my own videos. I'm sure more and more depth, but yeah, I'll go ahead and get into one of these quick little dungeons here. And another cool feature, which I'm not going to get into depth here. I don't even know much about it, but there's I don't know what they're called, challenges or modifiers. I think they're called modifiers, but yeah, the little triangles, caution signs above these dungeons modify how you can do the dungeon and like give you challenges and whatnot. I think they look super cool. Again, I haven't really gotten into them. Honestly, I haven't tested those at all, so I don't know much at all about them. So I'm just gonna do a regular old dungeon here. Sandstorm. I'm gonna try to find a small one, just because I want to cruise through the dungeon. Probably Vile Halls here. This is not the tiniest dungeon, but it is tinier than the others. I'm not going to do super hard difficulty. I am rusty, so I'll probably get destroyed. I'm sure some people would want to see me get destroyed, so maybe I should do that. Yeah, why don't we? Might as well launch this mission, and yeah, still 0% extra XP, so I could just go very low on the dungeon. But yeah, we'll do. Oh, I wonder if the XP multiplier happens when you roll over. Probably not. Probably stays the same because we're still got the same stuff, if not even better stuff, because you'd have a mythic weapon too. But yeah, getting back into it. See how laggy we are in this dungeon. I'm actually, yeah, the new thing I'm gonna do in this dungeon here is third person view. So yeah, I'll change B. By the way, I didn't even mention, it's an experimental tablet, which you can spawn by going to other and then clicking on that experimental live. I already clicked on it, so it's in my inventory. There it is. I'm gonna go ahead to third person, and yeah, here we are. I've got the max FOV, max smoothing. Should I have max smoothing? Yeah, I might as well. Distance, it's about half. I think max makes it even more glitchy. But yeah, oh, I love the time too. We're 22 minutes into the video, everybody. Yeah, I'll go ahead, put that in my pocket, and we'll see how well these dungeons are recorded in this mode. By the way, big thing, I got a shield and a spear. So that's new. This is a new leg exo perk. Instead of haste, it is oh, and by the way, can I go, let's see if I can go into oh yeah, I can. Sweet. So it's like a selfie cam. Oh, so this is how I could basically do a selfie cam without holding it up the whole time. Okay. Yeah, but what I was saying, I got a shield and a spear. Again, not sure how this is displaying because I don't have like a little floating thing over there showing me where the camera is. But yeah, this, I forgot what the exo perk is called. Eventually I will remember that, but it basically just gives you an extra shield spot, an extra back spot only for the shield. And so you can now have spear or crossbow or bow or anything else with a shield. Did I say shield and shield? I wonder if you can do that double shield. It seems kind of weird, but maybe. So yeah, there's that. I'm rocking the spear and shield combo with daggers. So yeah, I've always loved the daggers spear combo, except I always complain about the sticking when it sticks to enemies, but whatever. I do love the throwing, so I'll be throwing with these things, and then when I come across a Wasp boss or some other boss, I'll be using the shield. It's ice, by the way, too. It doesn't say it's ice on the thing, but it is ice. As you can see, the blueness around everything signifies that ice. Okay, so here we go. I wonder if I can swap the spots too. Like, did that go? No, that just goes right back. So if you, yeah, if you put it on the wrong side, like if I hold this, put it back there, that still spear goes back there. So it just automatically goes to whatever spot you have it at, which you can set what that spot is. Oh, another cool feature, which I'm gonna go ahead back into third person again. Behind me third person. So this is a new feature where instead of just holding down grip to grab something, I now have here again. See, this gets kind of confusing, but I'm gonna get used to it. I will. Going into first person just to show this setting right here. In other, you've got flick wrist to grab. So rather than just holding down the button to grab and items coming to you, you now can't do that. The item doesn't come to you. You have to flick your wrist. And this is an option that's off by default, and it's a little more, it's more of a pull than a flick wrist. So I think it should be changed to pull instead of flick. Pull wrist, pull arm, whatever, pull grab, I don't know. But I find it very cool, so you don't accidentally grab things. You still can, but it's harder to accidentally grab something. You do have to be intentional about both gripping and pulling. So, and it also it feels natural, feels cool. So I do like that. And I think there's a key, yep, right there. So grab these, and then I'll go back into third person right now. Ching, here we are. Go ahead with my key. Ba-bam. And see what I get. Haste potion and rare bow. Fantastic. And I'll go over here, grab this. It is hard. You have to kind of like see what you're highlighted or what you're highlighting. If you're like the kind of player who just loves to loot all the time, then you probably don't want this flick wrist to grab setting enabled. Because it does just make it a little bit harder. I definitely wouldn't say a ton harder. Oh my. Ooh, it is a little laggy in here. I guess with enemies spawning, just had to get used to it. And you know, I could be using my weapon, my shield. Honestly, I don't really need the shield. I don't need the shield for much of anything except for whatever it's called. What am I referring to? I don't need the shield. Oh yeah, except for bosses. As I mentioned earlier, the Wasp is definitely something that would be nice to have the shield for. Oh, and your weapons don't enable the flick wrist to grab thing. So that's something. Also, these skeletons got a little darker. Oh shoot! Wow, almost died. Ish. Okay, got him. Ooh, no shield or spear. Come on. I just have one extra thing I can throw, I guess. Ooh. I can throw the shield, but it doesn't have auto aim as far as I'm aware. Ooh. I've been before. Ooh. Okay, so they're still very tanky, even though they have this cool new look where they're not quite as shiny. I do love that, because I think they were a little too shiny before. And the weapons too. Like these weapons, they're very, very shiny, which I'm not like a hater of, but I'm not a huge fan of exactly how shiny they are. Okay, I think that was all of them. Oh, nope. Got another guy, and that's a purple guy, even though he doesn't look super purple. But man, I do think it's really cool looking. Is that it? Oh wow, I just lagged so much there. I saw my shield behind me. Oh, still got more. Nice. There we go. Going ahead. And I did not get, I didn't find a map. I did not really look at the thing before I left the map. So I'm going to be a little bit confused. I think it was basically straight that I have to go. So I'm going to ignore this room. Probably don't need it. I'm going to go straight into that. I think this gem might mean that's the main path. I could be wrong though. Could be totally wrong there. Oh, that guy. Exactly why you want a shield. Oh gosh. Wow. Yeah, tanky dudes. Oh gosh. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. I ran into that. Okay. Here, let's get out of this room. Okay. There we go. Got those guys. Oop. I'm just throwing into a void at this point. Come on over here. I'm gonna heal a little bit because I got stillness. So I can heal while I stand still. And 84 health, 92. Oh, behind what? How did they get there? Little hackers. Yeah, they still don't have like a ton of health, but they do dodge outrageously a lot. Okay, we're good now. Killed those guys. Easy as pie-ish, not really. Oh, still more. Ooh. Beautiful. That is it for those guys. And I'll go ahead and use the new lever once again. So they don't have any of those old levers. I thought that this would be like half and half kind of thing. It's just like a new lever that's there, but you don't have to use it. But looks like it is the only lever method at the moment. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna be safe for a second here. This is what I'll do. Just oh. That was actually, I don't know. Ooh, can I just like throw right here? Yeah. This is kind of hard though. I don't get auto aim right here for some reason. I don't have a directly line of sight, I guess. Oh, beautiful. Can I get this? Oh yeah. I guess I could have just like jumped over him and then behind him beat him up, but this is more fun. Target practice. Oh yeah, look at that. That's sweet. Now, ooh, a bastard sword. Hammer and bow. Honestly, I don't even remember what I was looking for at some point. I think I always kind of want a great longsword, so I'm gonna go for this legendary bastard sword. I say that. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I think I have a really good longsword already. I'm gonna go for the hammer because new models, heck yeah. I mean, I think there's new models for basically everything, but excuse me. That new model was a very cool one. Once again, I think this is just going straight. Oh man, I haven't seen this room in quite a long time, excuse me. So this is the parkour room. I do love it. Oh, and I killed myself. 1% health. That's fantastic. Okay, wait. So now this time, not quite as messy. We're gonna do things the right way here. And I got the death whistle. That is nice. Yeet. And I just added the death whistle to our Discord, by the way. And I added all the Discord emojis into the press kit, basically file folder, which is shared on the Othergate website. If you go to Othergate and scroll to the bottom, press kit, that's where you can find all the emojis if you want to add them to your server as well. Did I see something? Oh, the map. Fantastic. Oh, one key, whatever. I'll use it to get to the map and that tier 3 chest, which I will hopefully eventually get as well. What the... I almost never remember there being a pot that small, but interesting. And don't need to go over there because I don't even have a key for it. Yeah, you have to wait until it's highlighted, and then if you like move up, it doesn't really grab. You have to pull backwards. So it is a little difficult, I would say. Okay, good thing I came in here because you have to come in here. And I still do the motion with that lever as if it was the old lever, so it's I'll have to get used to that. Okay. More stuff without a key. I don't think there's ever any keys in here. Okay, no keys. I may or may not come. I probably won't come back. I don't really, honestly, like, I don't need to grind for weapons quite as much anymore because now I have mythic weapons to grind for. So I don't care quite as much about chests, which is fantastic. But I still do care because there's new weapon models, and you're not going to be able to have all mythic weapons. Actually, that could be totally wrong. You might be able to have all mythic weapons. I do not know. Scary. Some evil slimes. Okay, but yeah, all mythic weapons would be pretty awesome. Because yeah, I know you can get... Oh, I wonder if you can get a mythic weapon twice to have like 2 mythic daggers. That would be pretty epic. Man, okay. Ooh, thought that was explosive. Okay, we got the... Hello. I think they follow your voice, but maybe only in the... And honestly, fantastic. More. Oh, perfect. Wow, that was convenient. You guys take forever to kill. Oh, wow. This is spooky. Okay, I'm gonna kill. Whoa. Oh, that guy's gonna be long range. Wow. I do have to kill him. Okay. Not really hard. Didn't even get killed, he just got scared. Okay. Here we go. Perfect. Oh! Eesh. Scary, scary. Oh, perfect. Ugh. Using it like a staff. That devourer's stuck in the bottom there. Not funny. Okay, let me just see if I can do this again. Nope. I should go for multiple hits when I'm close. I also think that I have the melee damage perk. Maybe I have a throwing perk. I probably have a throwing perk. I don't know for sure. Okay. Oh, come on. See, the dagger gets stuck in the slime too. That's just like, that shouldn't happen. Well, kind of. And I wonder how the audio is too. I don't know how the audio works with these powers. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's a boss. You can see there's a boss bar. That's a new thing. This is going to be very scary. I gotta not get close to this guy or he will kill me immediately. Oh man. Did I not block that? Oh, wow. He doesn't do too much damage, but if he gets close, he will do all of the damage. I wonder what those bars are too. Or the, like, little things. Ooh. Ow. Let's see if I can get some health real quick. This is extremely difficult. Oh, okay, yeah, he's got a special ability. That's really cool. Also terrifying. Oh gosh, purples all around, jeez. This, no wonder. Oh my gosh, this isn't even tier 7. What am I doing? Oh wait, get haste. Run away, run away. Oh, I'm about to die. I'm just getting flustered at this point. I'm so confused. Oh, and I got locked in. I can't even run away. Holy crap. Is he gonna spawn some more? Dude, this is just too many. What am I supposed to do? Literally. This is just insane. He's got a new attack too, I think is what he was doing there. Oh, shoot. Oh! No! Okay, so that was tier 7, I think? I totally forgot what tier I did, but oh, I got him so close to dead. But he didn't die. Oh, because I got too close to him. Holy crap. Okay, that was like the one the one enemy I didn't want to come across. Whatever. Well, that is cool to see. We've got new boss stuff. Yeah, I'll probably need a bow to kill guys like that. And among that, I just gotta get better. Gotta get mythics. Gotta do other. Yeah, if I had a mythic, that would probably be much easier because I would have like a magic ability, which again I can't like give away everything. I don't know everything. But yeah, there's that. I'll pull out my tablet here, go back into the selfie mode, and tell you that was fun. I'm thirsty. I'm gonna get a drink, and I'm really excited for this update. I'm so excited to talk to other people, play with other people who have played. Again, I won't be around quite as much as I used to be. Not going to be able to have that grind time in Dungeons of Eternity, but I do hope to be as active as possible, especially in the Discord, in the community, in other people's videos, and whatever else. I will be around as much as possible, and I will hopefully I plan to continue to make these check-in videos and developer videos and whatnot. So yeah, I will see you around. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about anything. If I haven't done the developer video already, let me know what questions you want me to ask the developers. I kind of have a list gathered, something like that, and but more is always welcome. And aside from that, I think that's it for now. There's plenty more, but for now, peace out.